Hello fellow humans and welcome to the Madhouse. I'm Josh and today I want to review Timekeeper by Tara Sim. Or was it Tara Strong? No, Tara Strong's the actress. Timekeeper by Tara Sim. So, hello from the future. This is Josh on April 1st because it turns out this video was supposed to go up on Monday and I thought it had. I'd set it up to go and it didn't. Something happened, I don't know what. And I just didn't sort that till now because I am an idiot. So here it is now. Also, I'm probably going to be doing VALA in April, the same series I did last year. Vlog a lot in April. Because one, I'm lazy, and two, I'm staying with my parents for most of it. And their internet connection is rubbish, so I can't realistically upload every single day. I need like the weekend as a buffer, but I'll try and upload a video every weekday at least. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Back to you, past Josh. No, I was sent a copy of the audiobook as the book itself was released last year, but this is for the audiobook. In exchange for an honest review, and that's what this is. Yes, I was given the copy of the book for free, but it is not to cloud my opinions on the subject. I did honestly enjoy it very, very much. I'm going to call it a science fantasy book, as it encompasses elements of both science fiction and of fantasy, and it's set in an alternate version of Victorian London. Well, mostly in London, not all in London, there's other places, but Victorian England anyway. Essentially, the fantasy part comes in the form of time. Time in this world is an unstable force. It ebbs and flows as it wills, and it's not regular anywhere, so they had to build clock towers which help to even out the distribution of time around the world and help things to run on order so that one village doesn't run 1,000 years ahead of the nearby village. And for the most part it works, but nothing is so rosy, or that wouldn't be a story. The clock towers are being attacked and time is starting to unravel in many places. Some places just stop, frozen in time for a single instant forever. So Danny, who is our protagonist, is one of the engineers tasked with maintaining the clocks, and also has a personal reason to want to fix the clocks because his father is stuck inside one of the frozen towns and he wants to figure out a way to rescue him. It's a very interesting story, despite how badly I've described it. I'm sorry, I'm sleep deprived, it happens. And I very much enjoyed it. It is an LGBT plus romance as well. Danny is gay, although I don't believe that he uses that word because it's trying to use more Victorian language for it. Because it's an alternate world with an alternate history. The attitudes are somewhat different to what they would have been at the time. There are, of course, many who oppose it, but it's mostly just people being dicks rather than anything else he has to deal with. No systemic oppression. And one part I forgot to mention is the clock spirits, these magical guardians of the clock towers. And there's one in particular whom you will fall in love with, almost as much as Danny does, and it's very sweet but believable. That they both have a sort of naivety and innocence about them that is endearing but not irritating, and that's very hard to pull off. In terms of the audiobook narration itself, at first I thought that the narrator must be a novice because he didn't seem to be very good at it, until I realised that no, he was doing it perfectly because the novel is narrated through the voice of Danny, who is 17 years old, young, not the most experienced of what he's doing at all. He's unsure, he questions himself all the time, and the narrator, whose name currently escapes me, let me check, Gary Furlong. Yes, Furlong pulls that off spectacularly. I just realised that my review is probably not making that much sense to you. I'm really struggling to put two words together properly, which you may not actually see because I'm blabbing quite a lot, but that's because I am an expert bullshitter. However, my feelings about the book are genuine. It was not the best book I've read this year, certainly not. I've read some really good ones that I'm absolutely no one will probably tell you about very soon, but this is certainly a good one, and the first queer book that actually had me riveted. So for that, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And 1 rainbow as well, because everybody loves rainbows. I don't know why I did that. Until next time then, I've been Josh, this is the Madhouse. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click like and share, and if you haven't joined us already, please click subscribe and become a member of the Madhouse family, or the inmates, or whatever you want to call yourselves. I don't know, that's not really my place, and if you don't want to call yourself anything, that's good too. Who needs labels? And I'm blabbing again. Fuck it. Oh dear. I think I'll leave it here because it's just going to get really chaotic. Tatty byes.
Ohne dich hat der Regen keine Tropfen. Ohne dich hat das Meer keine Flut. Ohne dich hat der Berg keinen Gipfel. Ohne dich ist mein Herz ohne Glut.